Hello everyone, I'm Phoenix Tremayne, and today we're going to talk about the great connection over on General Hospital. But first, if you haven't done so, please take a minute to subscribe. If you have subscribed, thank you very much. I do appreciate it. If you are a subscriber, remember to hit that notification bell so that you know every time I release a video, especially now I'm doing these breaking news and these special videos. You'll want to see those. You can also become a member by hitting that join button. When you hit the join button, you'll see a video that tells you all the great perks you get for being a member, including early access to videos up to a week in advance for spoilers. You get special videos, articles, and more, up to the minute information. So there's a lot of great perks for being a member. And please hit that like button so that YouTube knows that this is a good video channel for soap fans. And don't forget to share so that more people can discover the channel. And now we're going to talk about the Grays, because the Grays have been the talk of the town over on General Hospital, now that we know that Martin Gray and Cyrus Renault, whose name is also Gray, Martin said that he changed his surname. So Martin and Cyrus Gray are in town. They don't like Laura for some reason. And the big question is, are they siblings? Now, figuring this out of what the Gray connection is, we're going to be delving back into the past, reminding viewers who may have been there when it happened, things that went on back as far as 1972 that's affected people now in 2020. And we're going to start with all those stories. We're going to talk about why Jackie Templeton was chosen to be a character on the show. When they weren't able to get Holly because Emma Sands was stuck in London due to, everything that's going on in the world. She couldn't make it to America. So we're going to begin with Leslie Williams, which is Laura's mother. Some of you may remember her as Leslie Weber because she married Rick. And Leslie Williams arrived in Port Charles in 1972 and began to work as a cardiologist at General Hospital. Leslie's first patient, her very first patient, was a woman named Florence Gray. Now, in the current storyline, we know that Martin and Cyrus are Florence Gray's sons. And they're going to show Florence Gray, I'm sure, with a new actress. It probably won't be Ann Collins again. But Florence Gray was suffering from stomach ulcers that she thought were brought on from the stress of having a failing marriage with Gordon Gray. Florence was then sent to the hospital to psychiatrist Dr. Peter Taylor and told him about her husband's affair years earlier with a student in his class. Gordon got the girl pregnant, and the child presumably died shortly after birth. When Peter told Leslie about Florence and her history, Leslie realized she was the very student that Gordon Gray then had slept with, and then returned and confessed his love to Leslie and was willing to leave his wife Florence for Leslie. However, Leslie convinced him to stay with Florence, and they soon left town thereafter. And Gordon Gray is Laura's father, which means that since Cyrus Renault last name is Gray, the last name is Gray, Martin is a Gray also, and technically Laura is Laura Gray because Gordon is her father. So the odds are they are going to be siblings. But Cyrus have said some interesting things when it comes to Laura, about how she's always getting away with stuff. And so we got to delve a little bit deeper past Florence Gray, and we got to get past Gordon Gray, her father, and we're going to go right on over to, because they never really dealt with Gordon Gray after that. Mostly Rick Weber was the person that they focused on as Laura's father, but he wasn't her biological father. So we got to get to David Gray. So there was another Gray, and this is where Jackie Templeton comes into. In 1990. In 1981, when I was only 8 years old, David Gray first appeared looking for the treasures of Malkuth, which were under the watch of Ambassador of Malkuth in the Port Charles Museum. He didn't immediately reveal that he was an heir, eager to obtain a helmet and a sword of the prized treasure collections. Remember, this is the 80s where they were having big old adventures and Aztec treasures and whatnot, which is how we got Maxie Mother. While planning his heist, Gray began following Laura Spencer in a case of mistaken identity that went unrealized until after he had hypnotized her. It was the 80s, and set her off to sea on a boat where she was later kidnapped by the Cassadines. Gray eventually kidnapped his true target, Laura Templeton, which is Jackie's sister, whose boyfriend Mel Wilson was making holograms for David. Once again, it's the 80s. Meanwhile, everyone thought Laura Spencer was drowned at sea. The incident led to another adventure for Luke, Robert, Tiffany, and Jackie when Luke sought revenge on Gray for killing Laura supposedly. Laura Templeton appeared unharmed, but Luke discovered that David had his wife killed. He later discovered Laura Spencer was alive with the Cassadines. With the help of Robert Scorpio, Luke was able to steal the sword first. David Gray eventually found Luke and held him hostage on a yacht, the Haunted Star. So I think if there's going to be a showdown with Cyrus, we'll probably end up back on the Haunted Star. Because on the Haunted Star, after breaking away, Luke got the sword and met face to face with his enemy. David was so overcome by the sword's power, he lost control and fell from the window to his death. So I don't know if Cyrus blames Laura for what happened to David. There's never been an established connection between Florence Gray, Gordon Gray, and David Gray, but having the same last name, I have a feeling the reason why they brought Jackie in is because maybe David was another brother. I'm speculating at this point, and Cyrus wants to get revenge for that. Because Laura had went crazy at one point. She thought she killed Rick Weber, but it was actually Scotty who killed Rick Weber. But she killed Teresa, who was sleeping with Rick, and forgot about it because it's a soap opera. Because, you know, people just forget about murders all the time. And Rick was trying to help her to forget with whatever he had in a syringe, and she ended up hitting him with a candlestick and killing him. I mean, she thought she did, I guess, but I guess Scott finished him off. But he was trying to stop her from remembering that she killed his mistress, Teresa. So, and that's when Laura went catatonic and, you know, left the show. So that is the history of the Grays. And we got to see how they're going to utilize this history in General Hospital now. Now that it's all coming to fruition, there's a spoiler for the week of December the 21st. If you're a member, check the membership, because I already gave the 21st spoilers for the 21st to the membership. But anyway, in that spoilers, it mentions that Laura doesn't believe she has anything in common with Cyrus Renault. So I believe that she may discover that he's her brother, and so she's like, oh, you know, we don't have anything in common. You know, he's nothing to me. It may be one of those situations. So we'll see, because that's only a week away, and I think that happens on Monday or Tuesday. Because next week, as of the filming of this video, there's only 4 days at General Hospital, and only Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday are new episodes. Thursday is a repeat of the day before Sonny Fathers died. Mike died. So that's it. This is your update on the Grays and everything was going on. Now you know the information about who Florence Gray is, who Gordon Gray is, who David Gray is, and why Jackie Templeton is important. Because in investigating Cyrus, she may discover that it was one of his relatives or his brother, whoever David was, who got killed after kidnapping her sister Laura. So thank you for watching. I'm Phoenix Tremayne, and I will see you in the next video. Let me know in the comment section what you think about the Grays and how they're going to be affecting General Hospital moving forward. Thanks for watching. Oh, and do you want, now that you know that Cyrus is probably Laura's brother, Do you want Cyrus to stay on the show? Do you want them to sort of mend fences? He didn't know Lulu was going to be at the bombing. He was really trying to get rid of Jason. Do you think that Laura and Cyrus could ever find common ground? And I think that when he offered to put Lulu in a facility that could be better than the one she's at, I think he was actually sincere about that, and he was really interested in Lulu lives because that's his niece and Laura's his sister, and he's really trying to figure out who these people are. So we will see how this all pans out. And once again, let me know in the comment section what you think about the Gray family and how they're going to be affecting Laura, Lulu when she eventually comes out the corner, Jackie, and all the rest. Thanks for watching.